I can't call him and say, are you alright mate, do you need anything? I can't do that. So I don't know the guy's situation. It could be a mirage, you know, get everyone thinking he's going crazy and he's not training and all that, and then try and turn up on fire and do a good job.
Klitschko giving advice to Usyk.
It's like, I said this before, yeah? Klitschko giving advice to Usyk and how to beat me is like me being a broke ass bitch and trying to advise a billionaire how to invest his money. It ain't gonna work. That's facts. But anyway, everyone's got their entitled to their own opinions, I believe, in this world, yeah? And everyone's got their own different opinions in the world. So as long as people are talking about this fight, whether advising them, whether they think who's going to win, whatever, knockout points, shit fight, good fight, brilliant fight, undisputed, whatever it might be that's going round, well, that's good for me, because every person that thinks or talks about it, I get paid. And that means I can go home and get laid after I've been paid.
Who you Tyson, you've often said undisputed tag, not bothered about it, won every belt in boxing. But as it gets closer, this is the biggest fight in boxing, the heavyweight, all the marbles. Is it any more? Do you have any more sort of feeling towards that now? That tag potentially becoming undisputed, or is it still not mean anything to you?
Listen, I haven't many belts. I think there's 25 belts on the line or something like that. It just gets a bigger number every time I think about it. So it is what it is. If it was belts that drive me, I'd go to Matland now and buy 50 belts. But it's the money that drives me, not the belts. I've been very open in my whole career, telling you all it's only about the coins, yeah? And I'll stand by here today, and any one of you people who are here today who say you do it for free and you don't want paying, well, one, you need to go to the insane asylum, and two, you're in the wrong game. Everyone wants to get paid. If you're doing something for free, work experience, great. But then eventually you're going to go and get paid. But if you want to do something for free all the time, well, you're just a mug then, in my opinion. If you're doing something, you want to get paid for it. And if you're doing it good, you want to get paid even more for it. So for me to say to you all, oh, I want to win 20 belts and it's not about the money, it's not about anything like that. I just want to drive around 4 rounds. It ain't true, is it?
Tyson, I know you said you don't hate anyone, but just touching on the Anthony Joshua situation, if you guys ever fought, do you anticipate there being bad blood between you both? Because a lot's been said over the years.
What, me calling him an old doss or a sausage? What's really been said?
Back and forth over the years.
Has he ever said anything bad to me, like personal, or me him? I don't think so. If he was here now, I would go for a beer over there and a jam sandwich. Or I'd take him out for fish and chips. And I'd take him back to my house and meet my kids and take a picture. What, do you think there's bad blood between two boxers? Behave yourself.
So Tyson, you've been a great advocate for mental health over the years. Just be interested to get your thoughts on the Ryan Garcia situation. A lot of people thinking he maybe doesn't seem in the right mind frame to go into a fight, especially, what, 10 days away?
Yeah, I've talked about a lot of people before. People's opinions are what they are. Everyone's got different opinions, and we don't, unless we know Ryan Garcia personally, which I don't, I can't call him and say, are you alright mate, do you need anything? I can't do that. So I don't know the guy's situation. It could be a mirage, you know, get everyone thinking he's going crazy and he's not training and all that, and then try and turn up on fire and do a good job. Or it really could be, he could be having a bad time and he really needs help. But if it is the fact that he's having trouble, then I'd advise him to speak to someone immediately and get medical advice. Or if it's not, then fair play, you're doing a fantastic job of convincing people. And another thing, again, everyone who talks about it generates more views, more pay-per-views, more interest. So boxing is more than punching. It's so much more.
Tyson, you said yourself that boxing is more addictive than drugs and alcohol. Do you think you ever know the right time to retire?
No, I don't think there is a right time. It's like getting married or having kids. When is there a right time to have a child, or when is there a right time to retire? I don't know if there ever is a right time. I think you just got to jump in head first and see how it all goes.
Ryan Garcia said about having 10 more fights with yourself. Can you name 10 opponents?
Yeah,
go on.
Easily. Go on. 2 fights with Usyk, 2 fights with AJ, that's 4. Dubois, 5. Joe Joyce, 6. Joseph Parker, Chuck Dine as well. Oh, listen, if it's going to make him life-changing money and help his family and kids, I'm sure it will.
He's just had a baby today.
Exactly, congratulations. So that's 7, yeah. Some Caballero, some American guys, some Russian guys. There's loads, more than 20 Pergovic. There's loads of people.
Zhang.
Django will be about 69 by the time then.
What did you make of Joseph Parker calling out Anthony Joshua today? Did you see it?
I didn't see it, no.
With the help of Ed Sheeran.
I'm not on social media. Help of who?
Ed Sheeran.
Get up there, Ed Sheeran. I'm not on social media, so I don't see anything. But I didn't even know Joe's had a baby, so that's how far behind I am.
Do you think he can beat Joshua in a rematch, Joe Parker?
I think anyone can beat anybody on any given night.
What, do you include yourself in that?
Yeah, for sure. Anybody can beat anybody on any given moment. If it's your time to shine, then you're going to shine like a star, and if it's your time not to shine, then you're going to fail.
Tyson,
That's what it is.
can I ask you, people obviously in the industry, they mention and see your previous fights and say that maybe you've lost a bit of a step
I believe I have, yeah.
on the decline slightly.
That's why I've selected Usyk to beat me in one round.
Can I ask you though, how much of the back foot Fury style is still in there? Do you feel like you have to bring that out of you?
Why? Why go on the back foot when I can go on the front foot? Be aggressive, land some good punches. You know, maybe I'm too old for this game. Maybe I'm going to get knocked out in 10 seconds. Maybe not, who knows? That's the thing why you've got to tune in. Pay-per-view. Live on Sky pay-per-view, BT pay-per-view, ESPN Plus pay-per-view, DAZN pay-per-view, and every other pay-per-view platform in the world.
What's your Ryan Garcia predictions?
I don't really have any predictions on any other fights other than myself. You know why? Because one day I'll meet these guys and there'll be animosity that I've got no weight in that fight at all. I don't care who wins. So if I pick one and then I meet this guy, it's going to be like, well, why did you pick this guy? It's going to be make him feel not nice. So unless I'm boxing someone myself, I don't really have opinions on other people unless they're heavyweights. You know, I might box in the future.
Tyson, before you said you're more than a boxer, you're an entertainer. Does that not feel like you've got more pressure on you? Everyone's expecting you to perform, everyone's expecting you to entertain. How do you deal with that kind of level of pressure?
Basically, I just keep one thought on my mind, getting paid and getting laid. That's all I ever do. And that's my motto. You know, like the motto some people have, like, he who dares wins, and whoever else, yeah? Mine is getting paid and getting laid. And that's all I ever think about. Like 50 said, keep my mind on my money and don't trust no bitch. Yeah? That's what it is. Like, I'm just keeping my mind focused on my job. And that's it, really. Me being an entertainer is just me being me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be an entertainer. At any moment in my life, I just sort of act myself. And if people find it entertaining, fantastic. If they don't, like I said many times, if you don't like this chasing, you're on, change fucking channel. Do you know what I mean?
Tyson, what's your...
Years back you came into a press conference dressed as Batman. Later on down the line, Usyk comes to a press conference, he's dressed as the recent Joker. Do you feel that he's been on your mind, he's been watching you, and he's done that deliberately as a very big message? Yeah,
I looked at that before and I thought to myself, you know what, this guy is slowly creeping in my mind and disabling me from the inside. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to throw any punches when the fight night comes, because he's been copying me so much. He's studied the greats and copied my style. So now I'm fucking scared. God forgive me for swearing. I'm really scared now. He's been copying my style. Like everything I've been doing. Like talking smack, turning up to press conferences dressed as different characters from Marvel movies. I'm just excited to see what he's got up his sleeve for this fight. I'm actually becoming a real big fan of him. I'm like a fanboy of Usyk at the moment.
Tyson, what's your thoughts on Jake Paul? Mike Tyson, obviously Mike's someone you've got great respect for, one of your heroes. Jake obviously boxed Tommy.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic event. Anyone who don't think it's a fantastic event is jealous. Mainly people who ain't getting paid from it will be jealous, obviously, because it's not them. So they would probably speak bad about it, but obviously I'm not involved in it, I'm not getting paid from it, but I can see a massive event on a large scale when I see it, and I can appreciate that. I appreciate Mike performing at his age, and I appreciate Jake performing and bringing so many eyeballs to boxing. Someone asked me before, who's a better fighter, Tank Davis or... not better fighter, who's better at Tank Davis or Jake Paul? So, immediately, yeah, the normal layman would say, oh, Tank Davis is better. But better at what? Is he better at selling tickets? Is he better at selling stadiums out? Is he better at creating controversy? Is he better at getting followed on Instagram? Is he better at putting more eyeballs on the boxing? Is he better than him at that? The answer would be no. But is he better at him in a fight? It has to be really, you have to break it down. You know what I mean? So I think the YouTuber boxing has brought a lot to the game. It's changed it, it's evolved it over the years. I saw two guys like 55 years old, £500 each the other day, fighting and making money, made like 400 or 500 grand each. That is unbelievable. 10 years ago that would never happen. Never. Now anybody from any background can go in a fight with somebody and make dough, pay the bills, provide for the family. That's fantastic, fantastic.
Tyson, what effect would you say?
That's the question.